What's going on YouTube? This your boy Tano. Just going over. We're gonna go over a few things from what we seen yesterday in the spring game. I got a special guest with me, one of my longtime best friends, another lower FSU fan. Let me bring him in here. Hold on. Yo,
What's going on, man?
what's up, man? Yeah, man. We just here talk about what we saw from that spring game yesterday. I mean, let me get my camera right though. Okay, there we go. The house screen got me look cut off. But no. But yeah, just from the spring game, few things we saw as far as pretty much each position. So we'll start out with the quarterback situation. Um Initially, I mean, hell, I went into that bit saying that I kind of was favoring Jordan Travis to win the competition because I felt like if Jordan Travis would have won that bit, that mean he really that bit really done improved his throwing. But from what I saw yesterday, I mean, he did improve, but Mackenzie Milton, hey, my boy, my boy said he want to be featured too. Let's put him on. Let's put my boy on here too. All right, my boy want to be featured. What's up, man? What's up? So yeah, camera shy. But nah, from what I seen yesterday, I think well, let me ask you who you felt like who you coming before spring everything who you was rooting for to be quarterback.
Well, I always felt Jordan Travers would be the better pick just because he's been in the offense. And he
Mhm.
does that extra element with the running, his
Yeah,
running ability. That's what really makes him a great
dynamic. Yeah,
quarterback. But
yeah,
I don't know. McKenzie looked pretty good out there, and I think his thing with just catching up with the playbook and that type of thing, he'll have enough time in between now and when the season actually starts to
yeah,
actually get the plays down and
yeah,
be able to, you know what I'm saying, make those reads like he needs to. So
yeah. That's
it's,
how I
it's
feel.
gonna come down to like whoever performed best closer to when the actual game is actually start.
Yeah, and that's how I feel too. But I mean, just from what I saw, McKenzie, he can make like every throw. Like his own Jordan Travis did improve. I ain't gonna sit here like he didn't improve, but McKenzie kind of give me the feeling of kind of how Tom Brady was to not calling him Tom Brady at all, but you know how Tom Brady came to the Bucks. We had the same you know how he changes the receivers. Like
Right.
you could pretty much give him different receivers and he gonna make them better. And I feel like Mackenzie Milton got he got that chance to do that. Um, as far as with well, he trying to look, he's trying to get him a little shot into it. But as far as with McKenzie, I feel like he the type of quarterback that can come in and change like a culture, and I feel
Right.
like he the quarterback that can make the receivers better.
Right.
Um,
Kind
I
of
mean,
quarterback that people play a little bit harder for
it's
just
just a
because.
little bit harder for. Yeah, I mean, Jordan Travis. I mean, he a good athlete, good leader. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see come fall count. But honestly, I think with that extra time, I don't know, man. I think your boy Kenzie gonna pull it out. I think he's gonna pull it out.
And he
Now,
got that it factor too, because there's a lot of games that he had to like do his thing toward the end to pull the
yeah,
it. So
exactly. So, and I mean, he done been tested. He done played in big games. I mean, coming into the season with us playing Notre Dame. I mean, it's like you want Jordan Travis back there. As far as a big game like that, first game of the season. I mean, he did play against Notre Dame last year, but that was a little different circumstances. But
right,
I think Mackenzie Milton is more built for the big stage. But hell, we still got time to see.
right.
Now with the running backs, I thought they wouldn't give my boy Toafili no carries, but what happened was we missed half of the first quarter because they were showing the damn lacrosse game.
Okay,
So
so
when I went back and watched it, Toafili got a few carries, and he did what he do.
yeah.
He was getting like eight yards
Toa
carry.
is a game changer, man. They got to get him on the ball more.
Uh,
Got to.
bro, I don't know what it is. I don't know what his beef is. Like, I really just don't get it. Like, bro, get this man the ball. Like, just give him, man. Philly need about 15 touches a game.
Yeah,
I'm talking like
that's
50,
on the low side.
Yeah, that's on the low side. 15 touches. I mean, I like Corbin. You know, he's a leader, but it's just Philly a game changer, man. So I mean, anytime he touch the ball, something good happening. So I really don't understand like why he just don't get more carries. I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't get it. I just don't. And that shit be pissing me off. I'm like, come on, bro, get that man to rock some more. Because it was games last year where it's like you didn't even see him at all. Like, damn, what's going on?
Yep.
But I mean, looking at the running backs, I mean, that seems like that's probably the most loaded position on offense. I mean, you got Toafili, you got Corbin, you got DJ Williams, the transfer from Auburn, and then we also had the walk on who got the scholarship, Trayshawn Ward. Now Trayshawn Ward, me personally, I'm all for whoever gonna put in that work. Exactly. So, I mean, anybody that put in that work, hey, I want the best 11 out there. So I don't care if he was a walk on or what. And I mean, it looked like Trayshawn Ward done earn him some playing time, which I mean, I ain't got no problem with that at all.
Nah,
but
producer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, it looked like the running backs. That to me, that's gonna be an interesting position to see how he manage four running backs. Usually people have, 2 solid running backs, maybe even 3. But that big got that Friday smoking 3 or 4, maybe even 4. So that big got 4 running backs. So I don't know how he gonna do with that, but we'll see. That's why
ride the hot hand. Whoever you start out with, whoever get the best throughout the week.
Yeah.
After they get they touches, they carry, they start getting tired, fatigue, whatever, something like.
Yeah.
You more fresh.
Yeah, true.
Because I know when we had Cam Akers, we ran that joker to the ground.
Bro, Cam last year, that shit had got ridiculous. I mean, but that's what we had to do to win. But it was like, bro, he done got the ball 6 times in a row. This man tired. Like, come on, like, bro. Like, Cam, to the point, well, Willie was like, man, the hell with it. Man, put Cam at quarterback. Just put Cam at quarterback. Like, he ain't even a damn about those special plays. That bitch just said, put Cam at quarterback. Damn that. I need the ball in this end quicker. I'm surprised they ain't do fumble Ruskis, put that bit at center and stuff. Like, come on, bro. Now. If you don't get Cam out from center, you get that bit from center. So it's like, dang. But yeah, he pretty much gonna have to ride the hot hand with that, as far as with the running backs.
Right. But with that too, though, going back to the quarterbacks, it could be situational like where they throw Jordan Travis in there just for the threat of the run.
Yeah.
So like a little wildcat package or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I can see them doing that. Which I don't mind them doing that. Me personally, I don't like a 2 quarterback system.
Yeah, well, they just rotate.
Yeah. Not that I don't like. Yeah, not that I don't like. But as far as like put them in for like a package or something like that, then that's fine. That's fine. Now I did hold on. I did enjoy watching the O-line improvement over the past 2 years. Like as far as last year, not past 2 years, but last year. And then the spring game, they did look solid when number 11 went on the field at DN for us. So number 11 is the DN transfer from Georgia, Jermaine Johnson.
Okay.
I mean, when he was out there, he pretty much wreaked havoc on the O-line, which I'm hoping that he do that to other teams' O-line as well. But when he went on the field, our O-line actually looked pretty solid. So
that's good because that's what we need, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, if the O-line play, if they even improve from last year, I think that's a big help because last year was better than the year before and the year before
Definitely.
that. So I mean, I do think Coach Alex Atkins doing his thing. We getting them boys right. But the only issue I have with the O line is just the depth. Because I mean, when the second team offense was out there, that O line they looked at just they was getting dominated by the second team defense.
Right.
So it's like if we get injuries, because I mean you're only one player away from an injury.
Right.
If we get injuries, that's the only thing I'm worried about. But we didn't have our best lineman, Devontae Love Taylor, because he got hurt last year. He haven't participated in spring.
Just say when he gonna be back.
He should be back before the first game, I believe. But I mean, without him yesterday, we didn't have him on the O line, and the O line looked solid. So if we get him, and maybe we can get an O line transfer. I mean, it's talks that it's a transfer from Ohio State, former 4-star, who in the portal. I mean, if we can get him, yeah, if we can get him, I'm all for that. So I mean, that's really the only thing with that O line situation. Now with them, the damn wide receivers. Now that, I mean, the receivers. I mean, that to me, that's our weakest position on offense right now.
They've been underperforming for a few years now. So.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was what's buddy, the freshman.
From yesterday.
Yeah.
Malik McClain.
Yeah, McClain.
Yeah.
I like when you out there stretching out for that rock. I like that.
Yeah.
Show me that you care about it. Like
yeah.
So.
And that's the thing. Even with Malik McClain, I don't even think our best wide receiver is there yet, which is the transfer from Kansas, Andrew Parchment. He ain't even there yet. So I feel like, I feel like once fall camp come, I feel like it's just gonna be, I think it's just gonna be a little different, setup. I mean, because it's just like high school and spring ball.
Right.
You high school spring ball, you see all these different players at this position, that position, but when fall come, it's a totally different setup. I mean, spring practice is just what it is, just practice. I mean, basically what we watched yesterday was just a practice. It was just a practice, just a glorified practice on TV. I mean, that's all it was. But I mean, I like I said, I do feel like the receivers, I feel like we're going to lean on the younger receivers. I mean, we got Pokey like a senior, Keyshawn Helton probably like a senior. And it's like they just ain't really performing. They just ain't performing. So it's like I think we're gonna have to lean on Malik McClain, Andrew Parchment when he get, Well, I mean, I feel like he probably can make it work with Pokey and Keyshawn Helton too, the seniors. But I just feel like he can make it work better than Jordan Travis can. Honestly, just my opinion.
Right.
But like I said, we got a long ways. We got a long ways to go to fall count. We got till September, so we'll see. We'll see. Now, okay, look, I'm looking at a little football right now.
Yeah.
But then, now if we go to the other side of the ball with defense, the D-line did look decent with Jermaine Johnson on the field, which is the transfer. I mean, every play you can look, you see Jermaine Johnson pretty much getting back there, pretty much at will. Like he was like a one-man wrecking crew on the D-line, which is something we need, something we haven't had since like Brian Barnes. And Brian Barnes left like 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So, that's honestly, I feel like if the D-line could get pressure, that's what's going to help the secondary. That's with any team. If your D-line getting pressure, yeah. So if your D-line getting pressure, then that's going to help your secondary. And I do feel like with him back there, I do feel like he can he can start getting some pressure, helping out the secondary. But I mean, the interior is important too. But D-line yesterday, as far as interior, I really didn't see, it wasn't nothing bad or good. It was just, I really didn't see nothing that stood out to me.
Right.
Same thing with the linebackers. I didn't see nothing that stood out. it wasn't really, it wasn't no plays that made me like, oh yeah, I remember, boy, it wasn't really nothing with that, with Amari Gainer and Steven Dix Jr. I do feel like they move Amari Gainer in the inside so he can be able to roam around the field more.
Right.
Because hell, last year it was games they ain't even put this man out there, and I'm like, he one of our best defensive players.
Right.
So hopefully, boy Fuller I ain't gonna talk about him, but hopefully he get his shit together with that. I'm gonna just say that. Now in that now with the secondary, it was some instances in the secondary where some of the veteran players were still getting kind of burnt. Like I seen one player, Akeem Dent, got burnt. He got burnt by, I think it was a freshman receiver, but it's just that the pass was underthrown or overthrown, and oh no, yeah, the pass was underthrown. So, but he had a chance to make a play on it only because it was a bad pass. But it's just the technique he had, the hand placement, everything was just, I don't know, bro. Everything on that was just not pretty much not up to par.
Right.
Hopefully we don't see that same a repeat of last year with the secondary.
I saw that freshman though, that the early commit, he came out with a pick on Rodemaker early.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah,
on that, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, Kevin knows. I think it was Kevin knows because he had him 26. Bro, yeah. I haven't seen him in the beginning of the game because, like I said, we missed the half of the first quarter. In the beginning of the game, he was making plays. He was making like 2 tackles off the rip, like good tackles on like a wide receiver screen. He right there broke it up. So that's encouraging to see that a freshman is playing good, and also it brings up competition. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the more competition you got, the better. So I mean, I'm definitely, I'm definitely all for that. Now, as far as with as far as your overall take, as far as with the spring, how would you say, was it like for you? Was it because it's just a spring game. Like I said, it's just a glorified scrimmage, so we can't really. I don't really put too much in it. I mean, the last time I really did watch a spring game was when we watched that one with Francois and Malik Henry, and
yeah,
and then we was rooting for Malik Henry to get the job. We felt like he was better. Jimbo went with Francois, and Malik Henry wound up, not being on teams and rosters and stuff. So,
right,
I don't know, but as far as from yesterday, what would you take away from it?
I like the young guys making plays, like effort plays.
Yeah,
like, it's been a while since I seen the receiver stretch out for a pass. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
so that made me feel good. And then you don't do it out there, not just being in the right spot, but picking it off, like yourself the ball. That's a good thing too, because they've been few and far between the last few years. So then the O-line, they played decent. So the O-line, D-line was my 2 biggest issues coming to the season. But I like the improvement, even though we didn't see the full thing in effect. But I feel like that they played, the unit they had out there played pretty good. So that was a good thing. And then them young guys with that effort, man. That's what it is. I'm taking young guys, a brand new culture to come in, because what we had these last few years is not it.
Yeah. Yeah, that ain't it at all. Yeah. So like you said, hopefully, because Mike done been here. This is his second season. He done turned the roster around. He done flipped that bit to get the majority of his players.
Right.
So I feel like, if he did what he did at Memphis, even though the competition a little, well, I don't know, because hell, the ACC ain't really that tough like it used to be compared to the AAC. It's probably teams from the Cincinnati probably would have beat anybody from the ACC last year, except like Clemson or Notre Dame. So I really can't even say competition. But if he can take those people he had at Memphis, 2 and 3 star players, in terms of NFL players, like Anthony Miller for the Bears, the one jit for the Reds, for the Washington football team,
Right.
Antonio Gibson, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got another kid that's finna get drafted this year from Memphis. So I mean, if he doing that with that kind of talent, it's only a matter of time where he should be able to, make Florida State back, even back to a decent program. Because right now we just laugh. We the laughing stock of the state.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because only because I play, but I do like that. Even with that, even with us going 3-6 last year, we still got the interest of high rated recruits.
Yeah, go. I mean, we just got down here to this level now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All like those other teams and they fans talk like we've been down here forever.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. Now we just got down here. Now y'all know what it's like. Y'all have been down here for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
But we just not getting here. So
exactly.
We'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the Hurricanes, the Hurricanes really ain't been nothing since I was like in middle school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So they used to being mediocre. We just not getting to that, but we finna come about that quick. So, and yeah, and like my boy Polk said, the logo hold weight, and he right about that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I mean, for us to go 3-6 and still have over 70 recruits, high profile recruits at the game.
The history, man. The history.
Yeah, you don't see that nowhere at all at no schools where they going 3-6 and having all these recruits that's still interested. 5-star top, one of the best, to me, the best player in the country committed to your school. Like, come on. So, but I do believe to keep the momentum going come fall,
you gotta win though.
Gotta win, bro.
I mean, we gonna have some people that's gonna come because they daddy was fan and granddad fan. Like that's all they know is Florida State football.
Yeah.
Naturally gonna want to come, but at some point you gotta win too. So.
Yeah, you gotta win. That's the only thing, because that's what mess up a lot of recruiting classes, is that you get them on board and then you start, that season is just terrible, and we pretty much can't afford to have a bad season this year. Like we have to show some kind of improvements from last year, as far as on the offensive side, defense, special teams, everything, all aspects just have to be better. So I'm hoping, when this season come, I'm hoping we do see a different, just a different approach. I mean, because these kids we got, you think about it, some of these kids haven't won since they've been with us. Like these seniors that we have, they really never experienced a winning season.
Right.
Like they never really experienced a winning season. And sometimes we're not used to winning. It can play with you mentally, where you like, okay, we up right now. We up, but I'm pretty sure we probably finna find a way to lose it. And they got to get out that mindset. They got to be able to, like we played, prime example, we played North Carolina last year.
Yeah, almost gave it all the way up.
Almost gave it all the way. Because you know why? Them boys ain't used to winning. They ain't used to winning. But they're going to have to get used to it quick, because this schedule coming up in these next few years, tough. It's tough. We got some big LSU. Yeah, LSU, Bama. I think we even got,
the SEC, the extra SEC game we have coming through.
Yeah. So it's like we're gonna have to, we basically have to get it together, man, because I can't see us being 3-6 again and still be able to hold on to a top 10 class. Like I honestly just don't see it. So we do gotta have some improvements now. When I looked at the schedule, actually let me bring it up real quick. Let me bring it up, because when I was on there with my boy Adrian yesterday, I said about 7 wins and an eighth with the bowl win. Now that's that was me being trying to be realistic. But let me actually pull up the schedule again, because I know the games, but I just don't know them in order all the way. So let's see. Well, I do know the first game, Notre Dame. So with Notre Dame, I honestly feel like being that's Notre Dame first game of the season. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, them boys lost from that team from last year. They had a lot of NFL players.
Yeah.
A lot of NFL players.
First game out the jump, anything can happen because everybody trying to get the rotation and everything together. So
yeah, exactly. So
I Notre Dame actually last year that Notre Dame game, I know we lost, but at points I felt like we could have beat them. So
yeah. That's the thing. I felt good last year, and last year them boys had a good team, but they losing a lot of players, bringing in a new quarterback, a bunch of new people on defense. So with Notre Dame, so for right now, as far as we go over win or losses through the schedule, would you put them as a win or L, or do you want to skip that and let's go to some more that I would probably say
Notre Dame?
Yeah,
let's skip Notre Dame.
Okay.
That's an either way right there.
Yeah. So then a game I feel we should win, which was tough in the beginning last year, but we pulled it out. Jacksonville State.
Right. Now we really shouldn't have to discuss this as Florida State, but
yeah, we should.
Recent years, But that should definitely be a win.
That should definitely be a win with ease, with no hesitation. Jacksonville State should be a win every year with Florida State. We shouldn't even have to talk about that. Like, it should be backups in the whole second half.
Right.
Then we got scroll on down. We got Louisville.
They still got that same quarterback, the one that was so inaccurate.
Well, they got somebody. Which one? Because you remember a couple years ago they had Jawan Pass, who helped us stay in the game when he was throwing it 15 yards over people's head. But then the last 2 years they had a different one, which I think he's still there. But his weapon's gone. The running back gone. I think the running back might be gone, and Tutu Atwell, which is his best receiver. Tutu Atwell going to the draft. Okay. But even if Tutu was there, I don't give a damn. Even if Tutu was there, like, bruh, it's Louisville.
Right.
Like, it's Louisville. So for me personally, I would say Louisville's a W for me.
Yeah.
So that's 2 wins.
Yeah.
Then on the schedule, we got Syracuse.
Should be a win.
Definitely should be a win. I'm still pissed when they beat us back in 2018 back at Dayfield.
Yeah.
They were so excited. They had Stephen A. Smith talking to them because that let you know, no matter, even if we down, like he said, our logo still hold weight. Like, everybody, they still giving us their best shot.
Yep.
So Syracuse I put down as a win. So that's 3. Now we got UMass on the schedule. Bruh.
I don't know much about UMass.
I was finna say the same thing. I was finna say I don't know much about them except I believe they lost all their games last year, I believe. But other than that, I don't know no scouting report. I don't know who their quarterback, running back, and really, I really don't give a damn who it is. To be honest, it's UMass, bro. It's UMass. Like,
right.
They are called the Minute Men. Like,
the Minutemen.
Minute Men.
Oh.
Yeah. Minute Men.
Okay. Gotcha.
UMass Minute Men. Now, where I'm from, Minute Men want a good thing to be called. But in UMass, I don't know. So I'm gonna put that down as a W.
I think it has some kind of historical thing.
Yeah.
Where the armies have to be ready in a minute or something to hear something pop off.
Now, I ain't trying to disrespect the military now. let me let it be clear. If we got something to do with the military, then no disrespect. Because I would never disrespect the military.
Yeah, I think that's what that little group was called, though.
Oh, okay.
Or, like the fire department, they just jump down, ride down the pole, be ready.
Yeah.
That's how that little group was. They're ready.
Oh, okay. Well, right. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that's an ass whooping. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 4.
Right.
So that's 4 wins right there now. That
Better
I'm
than
saying.
that already.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's 4 wins now. Then we gotta look down. Let me see. We got Wake Forest. Bro, it saddens me to even go through this schedule and have to do this. So we got Wake Forest. Even last year we didn't get a chance to play them because the whole COVID thing. I think that was the last game that got canceled. But even with that game, a lot of people were saying, Wake Forest was the better team, which they did have a better record, and they did beat us the year before. Which I mean, it was a close game, but bro, this is the year for us to get back to beating teams like Wake Forest, Louisville, Syracuse with no problem.
Yep.
Like this the year for us to be able to take care of those teams without struggling, having issues, coming down to the last second kick, field goal, anything like that.
But
So
Wake Forest, though, they do give us problems for some reason. Even like I went to the game, James last year. We ended up beating them like, I don't know, 40 something to 13 or something.
Yeah.
But the game just felt so sloppy. Like the whole time felt like we scored them points towards the end. Like the game was close the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just something about Wake Forest, I guess. I don't know.
I think back then I think we just used to sleep on them. You know how it be when you kind of like when you play, like when we do a Madden franchise or we playing a team in the rec on 2K and we see the overall and we know they saw her. Yeah. So we be a little sloppy, but then when they get a little close, that little mean when you start sitting, all right, let me sit on up now. Let's go ahead and get serious. And I think that's the same thing they were doing with them. But I feel like with that I think that should be another W. Then we got North Carolina. So
the boys gonna want revenge from last year.
Yeah. And then that's the thing with that. My heart wanna say it's a W.
I want to say skip it.
But for now, I'm gonna just skip it. I'm gonna skip it. So right now, we have 5 wins with the Wake Forest, Jacksonville State, Louisville, Syracuse, UMass, and Wake Forest. That's 5. So then we got NC State.
And those them rivalry games, they go either way. So
yeah. And I mean, NC State always gave us a problem, even when we were good. They always gave us a problem.
Even when we had Jumbo.
Yeah. Because I mean, I can still remember. Anyway, I ain't even going. Yeah, I remember some games.
What's his name? Emmanuel?
EJ Manuel.
EJ Manuel. Yeah.
Bro,
Joker took that third sack, man.
I don't even want to talk about it.
All the way, like the biggest, like. Just throw the ball away. We in field goal range.
Bro.
We win the game. We lost by 2.
How much?
I want to say we lost by 2 points.
I think so.
Like 16, 14.
Because I know we lost one with EJ, and I think we lost one with Christian Ponder. Well, that was a bad one. With Christian Ponder, we lost one.
I know that one was EJ because we got the ball back. He just ran the ball three plays like. How about that? We ain't get no yardage and run no time on the clock. They just burnt the time out. Man, I was so pissed.
I mean, we're doing that John Gruden play calling out there, boy.
Anyway.
But NC State, like, for this season purposes, I want to say a win. I mean, I do. I mean, that'll put us about, 6? Right there.
We both eligible if we beat them now.
Yeah, because I'm just going off the teams right now that I feel like we should, them the games that even though probably the rosters we may be similar right now at this point in the stages of what we at right now, but for us to get back to who we are, these 6 games are important to win. Like we have to win these to get back to who we always been. So if we can drop them, another team I go to, Boston College. I already know.
Oh, yeah, that red bandana day, man.
Bro.
Okay, they don't even have that shit no more when we come.
They always like, bro. I understand everything about the red bandana, and it's a good cause, and it was a good. He was a good man, you know, kind-hearted for everything he did. But why they always schedule us on that game on that day?
It'd be like a Friday too. It'd be like
it'd be like Friday night, and it's like they got so much more adrenaline rush, and it's like, bro, schedule us on Blue Bandana night or something. Like, come on, bro, like stop scheduling us for that. So it's like with them and Boston College looked pretty good last year to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
them boys looked good last year with their new coach. Their quarterback was a transfer from Notre Dame. So them boys actually did look pretty good last year. I mean, as a lifelong Florida State fan, my heart want to say W, but as of what's been going on these past couple of years, I mean, I think that's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be a tough one. I think that's gonna be a tough one. Now, the tough games. Now we have to win out of these tough games I'm finna go over. I feel for me to feel good, and for us fans to feel good, I feel we have to win at least 2 of them. I want to say 2 of them. So the tough games, we got Notre Dame, which we skipped. We got Miami, Florida, and Clemson. And I mean, we could throw North Carolina in there. That'd be.
And they ain't on that level yet.
Okay, so I mean, they've been, they've been recruiting, having top 10 classes, but I don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn about that right now. Yeah. So Notre Dame, Clemson, Florida, and Miami.
Which one of those games are at home?
Okay, so Miami is home.
Okay.
And Notre Dame. So shit, I'm proud of 2. I'm proud of 2 right there.
Yeah. Those are 2 I was thinking anyway.
Yeah.
Florida, I hate to say it when them boys been on the up and up, so they got their new coach.
Yeah. But at the same time, them boys lost a lot of firepower this year as well. You losing the quarterback, and Trask. You losing Kyle Pitts, which everybody raving about him being like damn near a top 5 pick, and then you losing Kadarius Toney. But on the other hand, they is getting the running back, the Marcus Bowman from here. He played for Lakeland. He transferred from Clemson to them. And Bowman, man, that G right there, well, that man is a different animal, fast and strong. Like he strong in the weight room, and he quick, he fast. And the only thing with Florida is that we playing them at the end, where they had plenty of time to adjust.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had time to adjust too, though.
Right.
So it really all just depends on how our season going. But Clemson, I mean, pretty much, everybody pretty much put that as down for L as soon as the schedule come out right now, which I don't like. I don't like that.
Yeah, cause you think about it, we the big brother now. We've been doing our thing before Clemson came along now.
Bro,
eventually gonna be somebody on that team that's gonna think like I'm thinking. Like, man, we not gonna just let them just win. Like we like
exactly.
We supposed to win. No, count us out. Shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like for some reason, Clemson and their fans think they just been doing it for years. Like, bro, we've been doing this since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Like Clemson, me growing up, Clemson was never really nothing.
No.
Nothing nothing spectacular. So I don't get it.
They just started turning around. What's the name though? When Sammy Watkins and them was there. That was maybe slowly start turning it around, but
yep.
Even then was kicking their ass.
Shout out to No Productions. Y'all go check out his work. I'll be watching them videos be putting together, them highlight tapes. You gotta have some skill to do that, cause boy, I don't have no type of editing skills, so that's a special talent there. Well, what up, man? Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, man, them boys. I mean, like I said, for now, I feel like if we can win, if we can get to at least 7 wins off the schedule and eight for the bowl. I mean, I think most fans. I mean, we still got some fans who not realistic, but I think for most fans, be satisfied with 8 wins. I mean, because we had 5 a few years ago, then 6, and then 3, so 8 is a big turnaround to me.
So what that'll be? What, 8-4?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think. Or will it be 8-5? Because I think the season is 12 games. I think.
Oh, so that's with the bowl. Okay.
Yeah. Which, me personally, I would like 9-4. Right. just because it just look a little better.
Right.
But, I mean, I think
anything over 7 though shows that we're going the right way though.
Exactly.
That's what's most important. But I mean,
yeah,
7 this year. Next year we don't need to talk about 9 or 10. Man.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm just glad. Like I said, Norvell pretty much done flipped the roster around, so he got his players in there. Because I mean, the previous staff players, last year just seemed like they just wasn't. I mean, which I really can't blame them. They done had all these coaches within the last few years, so I mean, I understand how it is. It's hard to trust. Give a new coach your trust, and it's like, bro, he might be gone after week 6. Who knows? Yep. But at the same time, if you ain't gonna, if you ain't gonna do what the man said and try to, bring down the locker room, we really don't need you on the team. So I mean, 3 wins. I mean, I think that's the lowest we've ever been since I've been a fan. Like 3 wins, bro. I never.
Yeah, some kind of damn streak going on with a bowl wins, a bowl appearances.
It was a streak. Well, it was a streak with the bowl appearances, and then
winning season too, right?
Yeah, and then it was another streak. It was something crazy.
Yeah, so ain't nothing about no 3 wins.
No. So that's why I said if we can at least get this 7 wins, 8 with the bowl, I feel like it'll be a good season. I feel like our recruiting class will stay intact for now. Because I mean, we got boys from the 2023 class. We got top guys from that class and top guys from 2022. So me personally, I feel like if we do win the 8 wins and we keep everything intact with the 2022 class, I think it's a breeze moving forward to where we get back to how we was with top. For right now, we saying top 10, but at Florida State, we honestly used to top 5 classes.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah.
So, what up, G? Yeah, man. So, it's just it's pretty much going to have to show on the field. I mean, we just got to do it on the field. We're going to do it on the field.
Another thing, though, we're talking about quarterbacks. My boy, I know his numbers don't show up, but I like, what's his name? Purdy?
Oh, I thought you were about to say Tate. Boy, I'm about to end this live right now.
No.
I'm about to end this live right now. Oh, Purdy.
Rodemaker ain't never see the field.
Bruh, Rodemaker gonna see it walking on for warm-ups and then walking off, and then when it's halftime, walking on, and then after the game, because but now
on the sideline.
Yeah,
bro. Get back up by 3 yards.
Yeah, for real.
Get on the field.
For real. No, but with Purdy, when he did play that one game, it's like to me he was straight, but his receivers weren't helping him. They had
Right,
so
that's
many
what I'm
drops.
saying. I felt like he was putting it on the money just so receivers wouldn't catch.
Was dropping it, yeah. See, but the thing I hear about Purdy though is that he ain't really taking it serious. Like he holding back his rehab, because this is what I heard. He partying, not working out. I don't.
You know he ain't gonna play this year, really. I mean, you got Jordan Travis that been doing, and then you got McKenzie. But yeah, 1 year eligibility left, so 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean, I honestly do feel like he could have legit competed for the job, because I mean, even though Jordan Travis did what he did last year, I feel like if Chuba Purdy would have came into spring healthy, I feel like Mike Norvell would have gave him an honest shot of actually, but honestly at this point with him being shut down, I really just like he said, I think Purdy might end up transferring, because I mean he really just ain't. And then plus with the quarterbacks we got coming in potentially, I think Purdy might just be like, you know what, let me just go on. He may go on back home to Arizona State or something and try to play over there. But I mean, it just I don't know. It just ain't working out. But like you said, when he played, like you said, I did like him. He was throwing passes on the money. It's just I think the receivers that game, I think we had like 8 drops that game.
Yeah, it was
like one game, it was like 8 drops.
It was ridiculous.
So, I mean, you can't win with that with nobody. You can't win with that with Tom Brady. So I mean, eight drops. I mean, that's what you did.
Someone there wide open too is driving that joke.
Yeah, so that's why I don't really, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully with McKenzie should be able to, I mean, I just feel like McKenzie take us to the next level, to kind of be that in between person that turned the program around, just for that 1 year, get it together and just get us back on track. Because I mean, with all these transfers, at first, I mean, I'm really not a person that's big on getting a lot of transfers. Right. Really just depends on far as they like their class. So if you're getting a lot of senior transfers, you only got them for 1 year.
Right.
So it's like, okay, when they leave, like with Jermaine Johnson at DN, when Jermaine Johnson leave, and he be our best DN this year, who gonna step up next year? You know what I'm saying? So that person that's gonna step up next year has to really perform this year. We have to see where it is this year.
Right.
I mean, so that's the thing. Like with Jermaine Johnson, with McKenzie at quarterback, like the next person gonna have to show us something this year so we can look forward to next year. Because I mean, if not, we're gonna have to get transfers year after year after year, because the recruiting right now is really not, especially the D-line. The D-line, bro, I don't even know the last time I seen us get a D tackle. Like, I haven't seen us get a D tackle in forever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know nothing. Like, I mean, as far as a D tackle from high school, like we done got some transfers, but a high school D tackle. So we'll see. Yeah. I'm just hoping. But I mean, just seeing them yesterday though for spring. I mean, like I said, we're gonna watch football regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. We went 3-6 last year, and we still was watching every game with anticipation and hopefulness. Like, man, I'm thinking about that game. Well, Willie Taggart first year, and we knew we sucked. And then we was all talking about the Clemson game.
Yeah.
And we was like, man, you were like, man, what y'all boys trying to do? Y'all trying to get a little watch party? We're like, man, nah, man. You done gave us a little pep talk. Man, forget them boys. And then, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, man, we Florida State. And them boys did a record number on us at Don't Campbell. Them boys set a record on that. Bro, they still show to this day the man reading the book in the stands.
Yeah,
we done had a little party, got food and drinks and chilling. Bro, we were disappointed at the end of the first. It's like, bro, I knew we should have just.
Was that his first season?
Yeah.
That's the one that started out. The boys again that started out, or that was the second season?
Nah, that was the second season. That boys, bro. I don't even want to talk about that. Let me get some of that play call. Bro,
that good first half, boy.
Bro, that boys again. That first half, boy, I'll never forget. We were like, boy, you know what we're gonna do from this point on? We're gonna take a shot after every touchdown. And we sobered up so fast, we ain't take no more shots. We ain't take no more shots in this bitch. So I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I don't experience that either. But you know, he gone. Well, wish to him in down there in Boca. But I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna need Mike. I'm gonna need Mike this year to go ahead and keep, because one thing about another good coach, a good coach also hold their coaches accountable. So I'm gonna need him. If Fuller don't got it together this year, to hold his coaches accountable. You know, as far as which I'm sure he talked to him. I'm sure he don't just I'm sure last year he didn't just go the whole season without addressing nothing.
Right.
But a good coach know when to let go of a coach when it ain't working.
Exactly.
So, I mean, honestly, I wasn't really impressed with Fuller, the hire in the beginning anyway, because I mean, I looked at his resume and I didn't think it was a fit for, what we used to at Florida State, but we got him. So I'm hope he has success, because I ain't gonna wish bad on none of our coaches that we have, because they with us.
Right.
So I'm hoping, he got it together this year. But we're gonna, like I said, that defense gonna be a big part. Offense I ain't really too much worried about. It's that defense. I'm just worried about that defense not giving up 40 points a game. That's the only thing.
But that all started with that D-line, man. You can't just let everybody sit back there and make a sandwich and throw the ball down the field, or let the running back, oh my goodness, go 30 yards down the field for somebody to touch him.
Yeah.
Like, come on. What are y'all doing up front?
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we definitely can't. What you say? I hope we can get little Tony. Oh man, bro. If we can get Tony is he a class of 2023. I think he listed right now as like the number one cornerback in the country. For class 2023, he interested in us right now. His mom and daddy went to get with us when we was in school. So Jit Lil Tony is the truth. So if we can get him on board, and I heard yesterday when he was at the game, him and Travis Hunter was real close. Travis Hunter is the one that's committed us for this coming season, and they said him and Travis Hunter was like tied at the hip. So honestly, I feel like if once Travis Hunter enroll, I think he the type of player that got that kind of impact on other players that they gonna want to come, because I mean Travis Hunter one of the best players right now in the nation.
And they know he gonna perform.
They know he gonna do his thing, and like Hunter gonna tell you, he the type of player that he gonna tell you what he gonna do to you, and he gonna do it to you.
Yeah, that's what we be missing, man.
That's what we missed, dog, bro.
Somebody that's gonna go out there, talk they talk and perform. Bring it up on the field.
Straight up. So it's like if we can keep Hunter on board, which it seems like he all the way committed. If we can keep him on board, get him to sign that paper in December, I feel like our class is gonna be so much better, because he got such a big influence over the other players. So if we can get him, hey, we straight with that. Oh, my boy said, what G said, bring your son to Maryland. Oh man, I ain't even get to coach him. I remember seeing his that's my boy G. His son played for the one of the Little League teams around here in Tampa. Around I think the Hurricanes or something. But yeah, man, we do need to get some. As far as with the recruiting, I'm good on the skill positions, like the wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, stuff like that. But like I was saying, with my boy Adrian the other day, we need to get them linemen, some trenches.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like,
that's where it all starts.
I
remember the one year we had Buddy to let anybody come off the edge.
Man, I only remember his name.
Blackman. He was killing Blackman every time. Whoever
Yep.
No matter who lined up against him, everybody.
Yep. Yeah, and it's like that's where it all started up front. So you got to have that O line and D lines straightened out. Like that's the most, to me, O line and D line is the most important part of the team, well, especially O line, because you can have Barry Sanders back there and no O line. Yeah, and he don't get he can only get so much off of his ability. After that, he can, like kind of with Cam last year. Our O line was so trash that it was only getting good yards because it was Cam Akers.
Right.
That's it. Cam Akers. Let it been Joshua Smith or something. Like Joshua Smith been getting towed up for like 4-yard losses. So it's like that's the only reason why we was getting yards. So I mean, with that O line, you're gonna have to get that O line together because the O line important. But like I said, I have been impressed with the improvements with the O line. It's just the depth behind the O line, which I feel like we need to just get just a little bit more depth. Because if one person go down, that second team O line that I seen yesterday, if any of them got to get in, we in trouble. So we got to make sure they stay healthy. And then
our quarterbacks are fragile too. So
exactly. I mean, we got Jordan Travis was getting hurt pretty much every game last year, only because of the way he played.
Yeah.
You know, he run, he don't slide, he don't do none of that.
Yeah.
And then McKenzie coming off that injury, so it's like, bro, we need whoever the starter is, we need to keep them upright, but we got to make sure we protect our quarterbacks so that Tate don't see the field at all. Like for real.
Exactly.
Like we need to make sure that Tate don't see the field at all. So we'll see. Hopefully this recruiting season, we get together, like I said, especially with that D line, because that D line is, man, that D line is important, and I just don't see right now the future. But like we don't really have like the D lines we got right now. They've been there for like 4 years, 4 seasons. Like technically, some of them still sophomores and freshmen because they've been redshirted. And last year, COVID year,
right?
But we ain't bringing in no fresh bodies from high school. Like bring me some high school kids, and like come on. That's why that's what my boy Adrian was saying about Odell. Is it time for him to? I ain't gonna, I don't want to say it, but is it time for him to go in a different role or?
Yeah, he might just be like a. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but
something different. Maybe not assigned to a group per se.
But like I said, this year is a big year for everybody, including Coach Norvell. It's a big year for everybody because if we do decent this year and we somehow still end up with a top 10 class, but we still don't get no elite linemen, D linemen or anything, that gonna make me seem like we got a problem. Because I mean, okay, we got all these other position groups want to come, but why the D linemen don't want to come? So I'll revisit that at the end of recruiting season to see how it is because
last few years we had a good defensive line on paper, but they just didn't play like it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it's just like you said on paper. Yeah, that's all it was. Because I mean, you can look at it. We had Marvin Wilson, Joshua Kando. Them two alone was top 10 players in the nation.
Right.
Like. I think Joshua Kando was the number 1 DN in his class, and Marvin was like the number two D tackle or whatever. And it's just like, shit, them boys ain't. I mean, I'ma just say it. Hell, last year them boys ain't do a damn thing. They ain't do a damn thing.
No.
So, but we still got to get some fresh bodies in there. So,
yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to get something because this ain't it what I've been going through.
Nah.
Hell, what we all been going through. This ain't it.
Yeah, and if somebody like a performer at practice, like a practice all-star, and they get in the game and they can't do it, take them out. Put somebody else in.
Bruh, for real.
I mean, I know they did a hell of a job at practice. Congratulations. Yeah. But they got in the game and ain't doing it. Put somebody else in.
Exactly. Because I mean, it's plenty, bruh. Even with me coaching, the little league kids, it's some kids that practice good.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that big in practice, boy. Like, boy, that boy practice All-American, boy.
His ass off, bro.
Boy, damn, that boy can run them laps. Come you get in that game. You put that bit in there. That big getting ran over everything, and you like, yeah, bro. Let me take you out. He said, "Do you think it's a scheme, man?"
Oh my goodness,
bro. That,
yes,
yeah, definitely,
yes.
I'm gonna say for the last 2 seasons, yes, definitely scheme. Because I know last year for a fact when we played the Miami Hurricane game, I don't know what the hell we was running, but we had 3 down linemen and 3 linebackers. The linebackers were so far from the line, and the gap space was so big that it's so hard to have gap integrity because it's so y'all spaced out so far. And then it's like they were trying to have all these DBs on the field, and hell, they were still getting slashed and gashed. Like Miami did 52 points. I mean,
right.
That's enough 52 points. So scheme, hell yeah. Now they say they're running 4-2-5 this year. But I thought they said that last year too. But hopefully this year is better. And if these damn blitzes ain't getting them,
stop them, please.
Bruh, stop blitzing. Why? I hate when we on one-on-one coverage, we man-to-man. It's 3 receivers and we got 3 DBs man-to-man, and we blitzing 8. And the other team still got about 5-6 seconds back there. You bound to, a corner or DB bound to give up an open receiver that amount of time.
Right.
Because it's only so long you can stay with a bit and predict their movement. It's only so long you can stay with somebody.
Right.
Like it's only so long. Like hell, even me, bitch, I'm a lineman. And if you give me at least 10 seconds, I'm at least get a little separation to do something. Like, and I'm a lineman, bitch, probably running a 6 flat. So you give me 10 seconds, I could probably get open. So yeah, that scheme, they definitely. Now with that scheme and that defensive play calling, like they're gonna have to try to change some of them play calls. Because I mean, like you can't keep blitzing. And one thing I didn't like to see, because I don't know if you saw it or not, but Malik McClain scored a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just interested to see how, because when he caught it, he caught it across the middle, and then he just took off and there was nobody around him. So I was looking at it again this morning. I kept rewinding it. I seen he was being guarded by Jarvis Brownlee, and I think the quarterback kind of I don't know if he kind of rolled out a little bit, but it's like Brownlee. I don't know. I'm assuming that was his man because he's a corner and he was on him. I don't know if he just got caught peeking in the backfield too much because he was with McClain, but then when they started rolling out, he was like, "The hell with McClain, I'm finna come in and try to make a play." And your boy was just like, boop, just gave it to him, and then he had nothing but open space. Yeah. So I'm like, that's some of the stuff we saw last year that we can't see today. Like, we can't.
But a lot of that still come back to the D-line. If the D-line can get pressure on their own, then the coordinator won't feel the necessity to blitz nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll allow for the safety to stay back where they're supposed to be at to cover the shit coming over the top.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah, because if the D line bringing pressure like it's supposed to, like you said, defensive coordinator won't be like, hey, he won't feel like he have to call up so many blitzes to try to get covered pressure.
Right.
That still ain't even getting there. But anyway,
Right.
that's we gonna see. I'm gonna pretend like last year ain't happened, and I'm going in this
Clean
year.
slate.
Yeah, I'm going in this year with a clean slate. So like Fuller, to me, this Fuller, this is first. This everybody first year. I'm gonna say that because they. Hey, bro.
Yeah, a short leash with me, but
okay. I'm gonna say. Hey, listen. I'm gonna say for me, this Fuller first year. I'm saying this.
Right.
I'm not thinking this. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm just saying that bit. That bit sound good, but hell no, this ain't his first year.
Nah.
Man, this year too. Get that shit together. Get going straight up.
What I'm saying though, Norvell, just like you were talking about earlier, he got to. If he can't do it, he can't do it. Bring in somebody else.
Exactly.
Shit, we'll chip both of y'all ass off. I mean, you gotta be real, man.
Yeah,
ain't nobody want to be we not no 3 and whatever team like forever.
Yeah.
That was a one-time thing. We got to get back bowl eligible at least. Yeah,
at least bowl eligible, like at least. And they ain't talking about bowl eligible because it's a special, technicality where you everyone eligible this year. No,
Mm-hmm.
Bowl eligible, at least 6 wins, at least 6. But hell, according to administration, 6 wins ain't the standard. So it ain't the standard. It ain't. And to be honest, 7 ain't either. No. But shit, 8 ain't.
Really, like coming up with 10, yeah, we're around 10 every year,
bro.
Yeah, 10. It was like we used to always struggle with basically just Florida and Miami.
Yeah,
like back in the day. That's when that's when Bobby moved Miami game because we used to have to play them like both of them late in the season.
Yeah,
so we moved Miami up early. That way, if we lose, we have more time to get out.
Still to get more wins.
Yeah. So it won't hurt us bad, but if we lose both of them late at the end, even though we 10-2, is because we lost so late, it's gonna drop us down in the.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like with us, shit, 10 wins. But I'm thinking about back when I was like in our high school years when it was kind of like the Chris Ricks era and with Chris Ricks and then Drew Rutherford and all that, and we weren't really. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was kind of underperforming. It was winning like 8 games. And I'm like, dang, we done got sorry. Little did I know. That was not sorry. That was not sorry. I'll take that any day of the week compared to what we didn't experience these last 3 years. But like I said, it's a new year. It's 2021. Hopefully we get better.
Even with those losses, even though we feel like we're probably gonna lose, I don't want to get blown out no more.
No.
I want that bit to be, if it's a bit margin, okay, but I want it to be competitive at some point.
Yeah.
Like the Notre Dame game was competitive first half. Like we were fighting.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out there and just get whooped.
Yeah, because we got whooped last year. We got whooped by pretty much all our losses. All our losses, we pretty much got whooped. We pretty much got whooped by all our losses. Because I was talking with somebody and it was like, well, what was the close games we had last year? And I'm like, bro, Louisville blowed us out. I can't even think who all we lost to here. Who we lost to? I know Louisville blowed us out. NC State blowed us out.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, do you hear these teams I'm naming?
Right.
And I'm talking about, like, not just beat us like a last second field goal. Like we got blowed out. Like Louisville, NC State. Who else we lost to? Notre Dame was competitive. Georgia Tech didn't blow us out, but bro, we had Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
We was beating Georgia Tech the whole time. And yeah, like that. Our close games was the ones we won. Like exactly. Them was the ones we. Well, actually, we won 3 games. Who we beat? Jacksonville State. Well, we had to come back. We were down to them. We beat Duke. Duke was the one we beat. We did kind of handle Duke.
Yeah. 35 on Duke.
And then who was the who lost? We beat Jacksonville State, Duke, and who else? It was a sorry team. I can't think of who it was though. I don't even remember who it was. Who was
it ain't pulling up the whole schedule for me for some reason.
Let me see. I can't even remember off the top of my head. Should. If I look at the schedule, I should be able to.
Jacksonville State, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina.
And Duke.
Yeah. So the Jacksonville State, even though that game was 41-24, but it was like 24-7. Like we were down 24-7 to Jacksonville State.
We lost to Pitt 41-17.
Bruh.
Pitt Panthers.
And it's crazy because I really don't
know. That was at home.
Yeah. And it's like, because I remember kind of watching that game. I think that game you came over here and we had went over to Chris.
Yeah.
We had got tore up because it was like it wasn't even like, bro. The games were so depressing last year that it was messing up my damn liver. Yeah, 41-24, 31-28, North Carolina, and then 56. And even with the 56-35, we let Duke score 35.
Right.
35. I think Miami beat them boys. It was like, I want to say 52-0 or 48-0 or something. Even though we scored 56 points, we gave up 35 points. I mean, I know they say, the injuries. I mean, but injuries are a part of the game. And also not having a spring last year. I mean, didn't nobody have a spring, to be honest. Nobody had a spring. But this was a first-year coach. So that's why I say this year, I'm judging everything off this year. I mean, I judged off last year, but this year, to be fair, this year is a critical year for Mike Norvell and the coaching staff to show that, that they pretty much got what it takes to be at Florida State. I mean, so far, recruiting wise, it is, it is looking pretty good right now. Because, that was a big thing. They were saying Mike won't be able to get no kids to come to Florida State. But so far, he got kids interested in Florida State. So, he got them interested. He had them interested to come away to Tallahassee to watch a 2-quarter scrimmage. And then a damn, whatever the second half was with the guest play callers, whatever that was, with just the, walk-ons and backups and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna see come November. I mean, not November, September against Notre Dame, which I don't really like us playing Notre Dame on a Sunday. That's that kind of favor them. It seems like God on their side on a Sunday. Like we need to play them boys on a Saturday. So why we playing them on Sunday? Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm trying to see here. I'm just looking here. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing, man. Appreciate you for chopping it up. Appreciate y'all who watched. Y'all go ahead and y'all like, comment, subscribe to your boy channel. We're gonna do a lot more of this. We just talk about our boys. It's the nose. That's what we all here for. We all love Florida State. And we all feel the same way. We disappointed with the way we've been performing these past 3 years, and every year we hopeful that it get better. Let's just hope this the year that it get better.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. So, all right, man. Y'all take it easy, and y'all have a good night.
All right, man.
All right.